Хей, с вами Nybraas Play. Мы с вами продолжаем данную игру. Напомню то, что нам дали задание. Вот. И типа, у нас, к сожалению, нет вариантов сдавать его, делать его или нет. Потому что если мы его не будем делать, то мы потеряем лицензию. Вот, после страшным кошмаром просыпаемся, узнаем то, что вот как раз приходит нам клиент. Говорит то, что его дочь умерла с мужем, с ребенком. И типа это все не случайно. А картина довольно-таки напоминает нам наш сон. Поэтому сейчас будем смотреть. Сейчас мы отправляемся в какой-то остров океанический. И там, скорее всего, как раз будет уже полнейшая информация и прочее. Вот. Теперь вся за дело художницы. Во-первых, напоминаю, это хоррор. Это страшненькая игрушка. Поэтому выключайте свет, если смотрим, выключаем свет и сосредотачиваемся, погружаемся в данное смотрибище, смотребище. Во. Только после работы я еще в халатике, я только после душа недавно, волосы еще сырые. Вот.
Almost there.
Круто. Представь себе такое преодолеть расстояние только для того, чтобы произвести расследование. Это писец. То есть мы с какого-то города поплыли в какие-то ебеня. Кидобойные судна какие-то, походу. Никто мне так не писал в комментарии, боятся ли акулы с касатками или нет в одном месте. Напиши.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload.
Отмечено борту оставаться мне на остров.
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Все. Меня немного смущает то, что там как бы есть маяк, но при этом тут разбившийся корабль. Вот. Так, там бухлишка. Там какой-то светящийся, горящийся факел. Фонарь. Я думал, что мы, скорее всего, можем его взять, но... Я могу тебя взять? Нет. Так, чувствительность мышки, управление. А чувствительность мышки чуть-чуть пониже. Смена. Применить настройки. Да. А то прям резко слишком было. Прям вообще чересчур. Тузика завалили. Кто Тузика убил? А, это не Тузик. Так.
You can't do that.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Killer whales have few predators. And there are no sharks in these waters. What creature could possibly have done this?
Don't put that beat. The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pirs, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job. You can't. Don't put that beast back
На
in
лицо
the
как
water,
будто
you
тебе
shysters. You're
его
crazy.
засунул в жопу и застрял там.
They can't understand. Damn stupid idiots.
Все смотришь.
Forget it. Nobody listens
Ай,
to us anyway.
какие вот
That's no way
что
to
за
treat
нафиг?
an
Почему
outlet.
нельзя просто послать их и пройти? Что ты делаешь? Ты пытаешься стянуть рыбку вниз? Клабик. Клабик. Я не знаю, суть вот этого чувака, он просто подходит, один раз крутит и уходит. Прям ответственная работа, видимо, у человека. Не будем ему мешать.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Hey, you'll get us into trouble.
You're already in trouble.
There's nothing for you here
Can't we
either.
sort this out?
Beat
You
it.
can see he's half drunk.
There's nothing to sort out.
А, я
Nothing for you here either. Beat it.
я пройду, может, не на ту сторону, а может, там живу.
Pick up the pieces.
Может, у меня несварение, я могу какать только в своем туалете. Зашибись. Мне нас вообще, по сути, вот никуда не пускают, типа, какого фига. Я в свободной стране мог бы жить, но я живу здесь. У тебя 2 входа. А зачем тебе так много входов?
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat.
Кто такая Кэт?
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Угу. Вот я и нашел тебя. Ох. Там смоешь.
This
надеюсь.
blackboard hasn't been used in a long while. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Меня интересует вопрос, а тут ничего, то, что мы вообще шляемся по этому месту? Как бы... Я могу ошибаться, но это частная собственность.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
А у нашего разве не нормальные ноги были?
What a macabre souvenir.
А, вот и деревянная нога. А, это, видимо, его отец. Нас похожий, бла-бла-бла. Здоров, капитан,
I
чё,
brought
отрастил?
out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
А, вот.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins, but that's all I'll get from them.
Охрененные у тебя бумаги, сейчас скажу, прям очень помогли. Столько интересного в них прочитал, прям от слова совсем. Место открыли новое, улика. Фото чувака Может, он душу продал ради ноги, не знаю. Чуть-чуть есть. Задание. Знание. Том 2. Кстати, мы качаемся, интересно. Вот. Мы же должны прокачиваться все-таки, типа. Когда набираем, типа, книжки и прочее. Я просто так это вижу. А мне идти особо и некуда. Я сижу там и сру, хорошо?
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Pure instinct. I behaved like a Hun, and I sincerely apologize.
Veteran, huh?
307th Infantry Regiment.
Well, that'll be okay for now. But the war is over. Try not to forget it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
La 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 la.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Да, тут у меня вопросов.
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Вернуться. Уйти.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
Нет, я просто так у тебя.
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
Я просто так спрашиваю тебя. Давай, наливай. После тяжелого рабочего дня самое то.
I think we'll get along well. That'll be all for now.
Такисан, такисан.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
No right to treat us like this.
And the doctor, what did he say?
Как много людей.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will
Явно
follow its
что-то знает.
reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
I bid you
Кто
farewell.
знает, что оно было вкусным.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Так, тебе последним подойдем, потому что ты по-любому что-то затеяла, и что-то будет неприятное, да?
What you looking at, stranger?
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger.
Так,
I told you to
хорошо.
beat it.
Я не то спросил, давай переспрошу что-нибудь. Ну все, там на судно пошлите сразу. Здесь уже ничего не сделается. Может толкнуть его. Купайся! Купайся! Ладно. Мне кажется, они хреново привязались, потому что, мне кажется, корабль отплыл. Я почти уверен, что вот эта хрень должна быть вот здесь. Не люблю... Вот мне нравится, что это хоррор, но не нравится, что это загадки. Что делать?
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I found a threatening letter signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
I examined its wounds. I know of no creature able to cause them.
And I took you for a detective.
Believe me when I say that these wounds are significant.
Come. You've only just arrived on Darkwater, and already you think like a sailor.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Да. О, все расступились. Сразу переместились. Кстати, смотри, касатку передвинули. Все это пару часов и касатку передвинута.
These wounds. I know of no animal that could have inflicted them.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Так, наша задача на склад попасть.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pirs, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
What's the difference between a police officer and a private detective?
The badge?
Exactly. Apart from that piece of metal, there's nothing that sets us apart.
You think so?
We're looking for the same thing, you and I.
Okay, spare me the next verse. I'll tell you what I know. There are sailors who think that there's a beast prowling around the docks. Then again, these guys panic at the thought of bringing a rabbit onto a boat, so...
I see.
And there are others who would like to use the warehouses for their goods.
Who are they?
Sorry, I really can't talk about them. You again. I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
То есть меня то не пустит? Охренели. По сути, это моя работа, пойти туда, сделать свою работу. А меня не пускают.
Damnation. I broke it. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Так, у нас есть отмычки. Здесь нет ручки.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
А здесь надо оккультное что-то изучать, чтобы это делать. Ладно, наша задача проникнуть на склад. Я предполагал, что если нас не пускают, то здесь мы должны были обойти. Но, видимо, я ошибся. Видео по этой игре будет, скорее всего, немножко подольше идти, чем обычные видео, потому что видео ну, игра сама по себе долгая, мне кажется, а эти диалоги занимают большое количество времени от этой игры.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Darkwater?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Oh, hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Много информации я тоже не собираюсь черпать.
You could tell me. No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you know.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
На склад.
Who's this guy?
No idea. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact.
Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
Now we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Gentlemen, you have a problem.
What? Who do you take yourself for, stranger?
Your boss is very unhappy with your work.
Oh yeah? You're bluffing.
She said those knuckleheads are incapable of staying at their post.
Darn it.
You think he's telling the truth?
We'll find out. Prove that you really know Cat.
It's risky to question my word. I wouldn't like you to get cut with a certain Italian knife.
Okay. You've convinced us.
And it's she who sent you? What do you want from us?
I thought I made it clear. I have to take a look inside the Hawkins warehouse. Leave me alone, and I'll put in a good word for you with Cat.
Okay, it's a deal.
Давайте. Все. Так, мы проникли на склад, наша задача выполнена.
Let's see. Perfect.
Так,
This
игра...
place stinks.
Ой, все ясно. Тут сейчас...
What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Игра сохранилась, поэтому давайте на этом моменте... Ну, вот в красивом моменте зеленый цвет, корабли, там круглые куски мяса. Так вот... На этом месте мы закончим данную серию. Уже идет 30 минуты, поэтому надо заканчивать. Поэтому давайте. Всем спокойной ночи. Кто смотрит ночью. Я, по крайней мере, сейчас снимаю это ночью. Перед тем, как идти на работу. Вот. Идем спать. Поэтому давайте всем спокойной ночи. Всем хорошего настроения. Спасибо, что посмотрели. Не забудем подписаться, поставить лайк и комментируйте это видео. Пожалуйста, оставьте комментарии. Свое мнение вообще оставляйте. Мне будет интересно почитать. Это помогает развитию канала. Ну а я с вами прощаюсь. До новых встреч. Всем пока.